Welcome back to the City Outskirts Tournament Expert Division opening round, hole number 10, layup option. I'll just start by saying this approach shot can be very, very finicky. I spent a lot of time trying to get the proper numbers and offsets and it's all over the place. It's very, I would say, pull angle dependent because I was missing just left, just right, just left, just right, and I'm paying really close attention to my pull angles, and I'm still, just kind of back and forth on the side of this hole. So I highly recommend playing the send it option that I posted earlier if you have the ability to, because although this does give you a chance, and I think I've got it worked out pretty good, the send it shot is definitely going to give you a much better chance at the eagle here. Although this is a free to play kingmaker shot, so take that for what it's worth. We're going to start with the quarterback and our kingmaker. At P3 max rest, we're going to have the white ring touching the rough on the right with our quarterback. 3.8 top spin, 3 left spin. 3.8 top and 3 left. You're going to switch to your APOC. The adjustment here is P3, 0 elevation, mid numbers. So P3, 0 mid. There'll be no push up. It's going to be full left curl and just before circle drop overpower. The drive has been really consistent here. Between 335 to 338, I believe I've been getting nearly every time on this drive. So for the approach shot, it plays P3 plus 45% at slider. That's using 3 backspin with your thorn. And there's one wind angle tweak that I'm adding here, and I'll go over that in a minute. So there's two. If you do happen to, say, hit a bad great right, or catch some strange bounce that I've never seen, or what have you, and you come up short on your drive, then I have 2 checks here for you. This one is bottom of the white ring touching the hole, the pin. This one is the most common that I've gotten nearly every time. So bottom of the white ring touching the cup. Or if you get a really short rollout, then you can do top of the white ring touching the cup. And I'll go over both of those charts. But 3 backspin only, so do your check. 3 backspin only, no side spin. Here we're going to want to have the tip of the ball guide just barely touching the front of the cup. That's what we want it to look like with spin added. Tip of the ball guide just barely touching the front of the cup there. Aim center cup. Like I said, this one is definitely very finicky as far as the pull angles go, so make sure you're pulling this one as straight as you possibly can here. And the wind angles that I'm looking at, it's basically 2 major wind angles that I've broken this down into. So this tree right here, I'm splitting this tree in half. Anything to the right is standard or more tailwind version. Anything to the left, I'm calling it a crosswind. In the crosswind, it's minor tweaks here. If your wind is between 7 and 7.7, there's no change. If your wind is 7.8 to 8.5, you'll add 0.1 to your adjustment. And if your wind is between 8.6 and 9.1, you'll add 0.2 to your adjustment. That's in the crosswind angle only over here. Over here, there's no change. So here I have the crosswind angle. I have king wind 9.1. So I added 0.2 to my adjustment here. No curl, no underpower. And we get the drop. So here's the two pin checks we have. Bottom of the white ring, this is the one you're going to use the most. Bottom of the white ring touching the cup. +6 is 50 slider. +5 is 49. +4 is 48. 3 is 46. +2 is 45. +1 is 44. 0 is 43. -1, 41. -2 is 40. -3 is 39. That is the one that is definitely used almost every time. But if you get that short rollout, you can do top of the white ring pin check, and that is as follows. +6 is 67, 5 is 66, 4 is 65, 3 is 63, +2 is 62, +1 is 60, 0 is 59, -1 is 57, -2 is 56, -3 is 54. So that ought to cover you all the way around. Worst case scenario, you can always count rings from min or max if that doesn't work for you. But those, like I said, I'm almost 90% of the time, 90, probably 8% of the time, that bottom of the white ring pin check was good for me. So 3 backspin only, P3 +45, add slider. The only thing you need to tweak is in the crosswind. You'll either add 0.1 for mid-range winds or 0.2 for upper high-range winds. Good luck. Hope you get the drop, and we'll see you on the next one.